right, we made it.
We've done this. We did it. We're
Perfect.
at the start of a great talk. So,
Yes, yeah, exactly,
absolutely.
exactly. All right, so good afternoon and welcome to our live recording of A Cup of Joe with Joe. My name's Kaylee, and I'm here with two of Caring Support's finest. We have Joe and James, and we're here to talk to you on National Coffee Day about caring support and coffee, and hopefully we are going to have a whole bunch of fun over the next little while here and record a great episode. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Joe and James, do you guys happen to know what country consumes the most coffee per person?
Per person.
Yeah.
Well, I know that Brazil makes the most coffee. So, would it be Brazil?
No, it's not actually.
Okay. I'm stumped. James, you
Um,
guess.
I'm gonna guess. Let's see. I could, say America, the demographics. I'm gonna say the Italians.
No, actually, believe it or not, it's Finland.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
Per
and
capita.
per year,
Yeah, per
per
capita.
person, they consume about 26 pounds of coffee.
Well, they're all pretty
Wow.
relaxed up there, actually. So, that makes sense. They drink
They
coffee all
actually
day and
they
up
have
all night.
laws there that say that it's mandatory for Finnish people to get two 10-minute breaks a day to have their coffee. So yeah, I know, isn't that crazy? It's like
That is crazy.
it's a mandated thing. Yeah.
Wow.
And Canada comes in at number 10 on that top 10 list of coffee consumed per person. And we consume about, I think it said around 14 pounds of coffee per person per year.
Mm.
Wow.
So,
I'm one of them.
yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Me too.
Yeah.
And actually, our beloved coffee chain, Tim Hortons, is one of the very first franchised coffee institutions in the world. There are a couple other ones, but yeah, Canada was one of the first ones to actually make it a worldwide franchise. So,
Wow.
little interesting coffee facts for you guys today.
Yeah.
So that said, how do you guys like to take your coffee? Do you have like a favorite brew? Do you have a favorite cup or a favorite mug, favorite place to go? I'm gonna write it
James?
down because it might help with me for later.
I'm gonna say initially I was gonna say with lots of alcohol, but I'm gonna say that certainly with Irish cream or Frangelico is always nice, but I'm gonna go with I normally just have it with some cream. That's what I normally do. That's it.
Nice and simple. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I like to
yeah.
taste coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, absolutely. So for me, I'm a regular, one cream, one sugar. Got to have some sweet in me somehow. So we put that into me in the morning, and hopefully that transpires throughout the day, the sweet side of me. I got a favorite mug. This is from a career that I was in prior to Caring Support, and I got this mug at a conference, and I've never put it down. I think it's 6, 7 years old. It's pretty gross, but I literally make my coffee. So I make my coffee fresh from coffee grains. I steam my milk. I've got, caramel over the top with that one sugar. That's usually, what I love about coffee, making my own coffee. But if I had to go to Tim Hortons, it's a regular. If I had to go to Starbucks, it's a caramel macchiato, half the sugar, extra hot. That's it.
Oh, I
Well, well
love the
done.
caramel macchiatos from Starbucks. They actually just opened a Starbucks about a half hour from where I live because before I'd have to drive like over an hour to go to a Starbucks. So my coffee budget has gone through the roof since this happened. Um, but it does sound like our team pretty much runs on coffee, which is pretty normal, I would say. Um, And I think it's probably also pretty normal to say that hospitals are run by coffee. I mean, we've got shift workers and everything else going on in there, and people need to stay awake, right? Some people are working double shifts, and coffee really helps keep the brain cells and the brain working. Um, so yeah, with relying on coffee, the connection there between coffee and healthcare workers is very, very prevalent. But the connection that we're here for today, or one of the connections that we're here for today, is the connection that Caring Support has to healthcare workers and what we are doing to help healthcare workers and students find those connections, either through their schools or with other healthcare employers as well. And I know that we work really, really hard on making those connections something that is amazing for both the companies as well as the employers and as the employees. So that said, Joe, is there any exciting updates that you have for us about the platform, about anything that's upcoming?
Yeah, caring support is, really our heart and soul is, is within the candidates, the healthcare professional, the students, the healthcare professional workers that are out there. Like, they're our passion. We are, helping them, get employment. Um, you know, have the relationship with their schools within our platform. Really pushing. I think we're up to 60 different role types. So I think that's new a little bit. Just happened a little bit. I think we added 20 new role types. We've launched our marketplace too as well. So more importantly, providing that food and meal kits, those micro credential learning courses, the scrubs, the Crocs, anything that's going to help them with their day to day. So that's just something extra that we've added. I think we're up to 13, 14 vendors. I think there's 6 more coming on next week, and we're going to see more and more of those high-end vendors joining our platform and offering their services. So, we're all about building community. That's what it's all about. Building community around healthcare workers, having a platform for them to place their resume and showcase themselves through a thorough profile. And I just reach out to healthcare employers and, showcase themselves. Different than the black and white resume.
Much different, yeah. And I think the last time that we had talked, we are up to 10,000 or more people on the platform now. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, we hit that in pretty much, mid-September. So, we're almost stretching to the 11,000 candidates right now. So I don't know what's happened in the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty fantastic, but we've seen a massive uptick of candidates joining the platform. So hopefully they're all gung-ho, ready to get back into the healthcare industry and really provide that helping hand. It's very well needed right now. It's alarming out there, but we'll talk about that probably a little bit later.
For sure. James, is there anything that you are excited about when it comes to the platform marketplace? Anything that you're working on that's, that's got you excited for Caring Support future?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Callie. Yeah, you know what? I think a lot of it, because we're so community oriented in everything we do and what we've built and how our business model works, is it feels wonderful, because a lot of people want to be part of something special. They want to be part of a community. And and what we're doing is, as Joe said a minute ago, it really allows a candidate to showcase themselves. And then, because of the fact that we have the systems designed to get people placed much faster than traditional models that exist today, is so much more proactive, and people can get engaged, instant messaging. So, that's really exciting when you start to see this stuff and you start to hear success story after success story of various healthcare organizations being successful. But what's also great is when you hear back from candidates talking about, oh my God, like, I got a job within days and sometimes even hours. So, I mean, it's wonderful. Yes, we created this, but it's not about us. It's about helping people succeed in their healthcare career.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love the platform and what it's doing to bring people together to create more of that community environment online for healthcare workers and companies, as well as working with schools. I think that's a really important section for us to have, is that we're working with educational institutions as well. Um, Joe, you had mentioned Marketplace and the exciting things that are being offered there. Did you want to talk a little bit more about what we're hoping Marketplace will do for caring support and for the employees and employers and the benefits of it?
Yeah, so marketplace is just once again building that community, bringing healthcare products, services, skincare, health products, and all of those things forward. So we're in talks with HelloFresh. We're Nike. We're really wrapped around the healthcare of everything to bring forward. So nutritionist and providing what I really want to hone in is micro-credential learning courses. So dealing with our already post-secondary institutions that, we're helping bridge that relationship, with the healthcare organization for them right over the platform. But we're providing their students, the PSIs, a bunch of resources for when they actually go out into the market. So I think that that's exciting. So working with them, they have access to the marketplace too as well, and as well the healthcare organizations also have access. And with there, we're offering and teaming up with HRS systems, other types of organizations that are looking for their types of the business. So we're going to just continuously grow that part of our business, but really focus, more on putting people in jobs.
That's awesome. What about coffee? Like, are we gonna like Tim's, Starbucks?
Yeah, you know what? That could be, somebody we could reach out to, and maybe we can get that discount code for, that Starbucks coffee every morning. I think that would be great. Hopefully
Oh,
Starbucks is listening to this right now and says, hey, you know what? Let's do this. But you know what? There's a lot of other good coffee companies that have good coffee grounds out there that want to reach healthcare professionals and provide their products over our platform. You know what I mean? So, hey, give us a call. You've got a really good coffee and you want to provide it to healthcare professionals, direct link right to them over our platform. We'd love to showcase your brand. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's amazing. And I think the different things that we're already offering on Marketplace are super beneficial. Like, there's everything from mental health stuff to books and like apparel and all that kind of stuff, and courses. I actually never knew what a micro credential was until I did a little bit of research for some of the posts that we're making over the next coming weeks. And it's really interesting that those are out there. And I think that's really cool, because something about healthcare is that it's always changing. So, what they're learning in schools and stuff now, a year from now, there's going to be new technologies, there's going to be new fields to learn about as well. And I think micro credentials will be something that will and is very important, so that healthcare workers always feel like they are up to date on the most current knowledge and practices, and they're able to provide the best care for their patients as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thinking of that, is there any future plans for caring support that you might want to give us a hint about now, or what we should be looking for in the future?
Um, we're making amazing relationships with top tier employers. I think we're up to well over 100 different employers on the platform right now. They've got over 750 live job postings on the platform. So we're going to continue bringing them forward. But more importantly, we want to address the immigration issue that's out there, right? We are a bridge. We want to allow the candidate to, talk to a healthcare organization and a PSI to be able to share, their student profiles right over to the healthcare organizations. But we want to provide that fourth level of service, with the bridging, and that's providing an immigration channel. And what that looks like is if you're an external URL coming in from say Jamaica or the Philippines or India or anywhere across the world, and you're wanting to get into healthcare and have that opportunity, we're going to allow you an avenue to come in, build a nice, beautiful profile, communicate directly with settlement agencies right over the platform, and you're going to be able to be championed over to healthcare organizations and educational opportunities. So that's the fourth side of the platform that we will be bringing in. How soon will that come? Well, hopefully we're not talking about it in a year from now. It's already launched, but that stuff takes time and dotting a lot of I's and T's, but we're really excited about that. We can't wait to, meet these individuals from all across the world and, really help their dream of coming to Canada and being involved in healthcare. I'm excited for that. So that is something that's coming.
That's really awesome. That would really open up really like the world to everybody. Being able to, come from overseas to come work over here, if there's no work where they are, or if they just want to travel. There's a lot of people that do like to move around a lot, and being able to find jobs within their industry, that's huge. So
Uh,
especially for healthcare.
that's a great
Yeah,
a part
Kelly.
about Canada. It's such a beautiful country, so you can move around, right? And right now, so many job opportunities that are out there for healthcare professionals. We're blown away at the amount of opportunities that are out there, really. So yeah, sorry, James, go ahead.
That's okay. Yeah, there's lots of opportunity. Joe's right, and the rural communities are hurting. And when you think about it, a lot of these communities, you visit them, they're like so beautiful. The whole setting and the area, incredibly beautiful, and people get to obviously maximize that and have the opportunity to go someplace that's totally unique and different, where there's probably a lot less people, great opportunities for promotions as well. But what's interesting is for those who may be watching right now that are really, I'm going to say, somewhat unfamiliar with us, we offer a totally different perspective to how hiring should be done. It's streamlining and shortening the whole process. And it is candidate driven. We are in a market today that's all about candidate, and our platform was built for that. But despite all the amazing things that we hear about our platform, the ease of use and how incredibly intuitive it is, and yet so simple, is the fact that really we're this massive marketing machine. I mean, you're part of that team too, Callie. You know this more than anything else. And it's really important that people understand what we're willing to do to help attract people to our platform, as opposed to what any other experiences you're going to get working with, let's say, common job boards. And the thing with the typical job board is it's always post jobs and wait. And in the market today, you're starting to hear healthcare organizations talk like candidates did before the pandemic, where they're going, yeah, I'm posting jobs and hoping and praying people apply for my job, and then hoping and praying to show up for the job. So I'm saying, well, wouldn't it be kind of cool if you could work proactively? And meaning, like, what if I gave you access to the platform and see the people are on there and be able to pitch to them? And now what that does is it puts the candidate in the driver's seat, and it allows them to say, I'm going to handle all these offers and figure out who's going to give me the best, not just money, but culture and setting and opportunities. And so, what happens is that people end up getting hired faster because of these methodologies that are employed, including the ability to instant message over the platform. And then, as we touched on earlier, the post-secondary institutions that are on the platform, the ability to share and promote and totally champion their students all instantly like that. And people will see this and go, oh my God. And then we'll be like, yeah, imagine if we did this for immigration. So this is what's really happening here, and it's exciting. And then have a marketplace and all these things that we've been talking about just gives this holistic approach to saying, what if we just change this model, made it more community oriented, and made people feel good about what they're doing because of the speed of use, the ease of use, and the fact that actually people get placed faster. Makes sense, right?
It makes complete sense. And I know like building resumes and stuff is super hard too. And something that our platform has is the built-in resume builder, which I know we've gotten feedback before about how easy it is to use. Like you just build your profile, click a button, and voila, you literally have a resume that you can go to your interviews with or email out. And I think that's pretty awesome too, because they're hard to make. They're hard to like format properly. They're, and like if you don't have those kind of skills, it can be overwhelming to try and be like, oh gosh, I have to go create a resume now. Like, no, I'm out. Like, so I think what Caring Support is doing is amazing for the communities, for the employers, for the schools, for the employees. I think it's just amazing across the board, and it's opening so many avenues for everybody. And I'm very happy to work for this company, and I'm excited to see what's going to come in the future. Um, so that said, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to open the floor to if anybody has any questions. And as they come in here, if we've got some questions, we'll see if maybe we can try and stump you guys, see how much coffee you've had today, see if you're awake and ready to answer any questions. Does anyone have any questions, comments, stories, anything that we want to share today at all?
I'll give you another stat while we figure that out.
For
And
sure.
over 1 billion people drink coffee every day. Over 1 billion people. It's pretty interesting. And another
That's
stat,
crazy.
Brazil, Vietnam, and Colombia make up 50% of production of coffee. That's pretty interesting, too, as well.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What's Brazil? What were the other countries?
Vietnam and Colombia. So
Wow.
between those three, yeah. Yeah. I did a little bit of research.
I thought there's a lot of coffee out of Costa Rica as well. Isn't that true?
Probably great coffee out of Costa Rica. I've like,
Oh yeah.
one of my favorite coffees is Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee, right? I love Jamaica. You guys will all know that eventually. Jamaica is absolutely beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful people. So I drink their coffee. I smuggle it in my bag on the plane all the time, and that's it.
One of the things in here, Callie, I'm going to mention that's very exciting for us, and not all the information is available for this as of yet. We have a team member here asking about, let's talk about one of the exciting things happening up in Ottawa. And we're working with a huge hospital in an innovation project that will really, really change things. And, and it's based on our ability to resolve the healthcare staffing crisis. This is a huge responsibility, one which we take extremely seriously, obviously. And working with them on ongoing. So a lot of information I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks or so will be released, and it will be pretty amazing, really, because it's done from a whole experience as far as a project is concerned to ensure that it covers all aspects, looks after this in a timely fashion, and done in such a way where the hospital is like, yeah, this is truly amazing. So it's important to understand that we work with all forms of healthcare and wellness. So we support rehab and dental, physio, all those types of areas. We work with long-term care, hospitals, in-home healthcare providers, family care clinics, walk-in clinics, COVID clinics. It doesn't matter. It's anybody that hires these kinds of folks. Even from medical office assistants right on through to speech language pathologists to, occupational therapists, nurses. We've had a lot of nurses joining our platform the last little while. Really, really amazing stuff. It's just incredible. So right now we operate just within Ontario, but we look to start moving across to other provinces in the next few months, and then start going to the US as well. So it's a very exciting time. Really, really exciting time.
Yeah, I could touch on
Yeah,
that
definitely
too as
sounds
well.
exciting.
I'm going to touch on that too as well, Kelly and James. Is
Mhm.
we've really tested with Ontario over the last year and 3 months since we launched. We conceived this thought of Caring Support probably 2 years and 3 months ago. Okay, and it took us a good year to develop the MVP, right? And then we brought that to market, a year and 3 months ago, and we're already at almost 11,000 candidates have registered, over 100 healthcare organizations using the platform, over 38 school locations, working with their students and champion them over to healthcare organizations. So we've learned a lot. we've learned a lot over the year in 3 months. So we're more than ready and super excited, which we believe we will be in Alberta soon. Okay,
Well,
very,
that's
very soon.
awesome.
That's our next stop.
Yeah, that's our next stop.
I'm close to there right now, but I'm not quite there yet. So
Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful province, and we're excited to, get that going as soon as we possibly can.
that's awesome. Yeah, I think, the more we can expand and the more we can get like nationally recognized and stuff too, the more things are gonna become better, I think, just with what we offer and the community that we're trying to help build. And I think that's incredibly important, especially in times that we are facing right now. So,
Awesome.
Mm.
I see our friend Laura here. Our coworker, our family, has another great question. Are police certificates still available through the platform? Absolutely, 100%. Back within 4 to 6 hours. It's that basic or enhanced criminal background check right over the platform. Whenever you need it, you just go back, get an updated file. It's half the price of going to the police station to get that enhanced criminal background check. We are looking at vulnerable sector check being a part of that. It is not there yet, but we're in talks with, people that do this stuff. Obviously, our partners, and we have a new partner. I might as well talk about that a little bit. We do have a new partner that will be joining us on the screening side. They're called Certain, and they are very well known out of Vancouver market, and we're super excited to work with them now going forward. So that change will be coming here in the next 36, probably 30 days actually, and we'll be announcing that partnership too as well. So really giving more checks, different types of checks to our employee partners. So those 125 healthcare organizations, we're actually passing our cost on to them, which is incredible, and providing them with the same services that, and pricing that we get. So we're excited to, launch that for our partners too as well here soon.
that's absolutely amazing. All right. Do
And I'm,
we have, oh, sorry, James, go ahead.
no, that's okay. I'm just handling Laura's other question. Yes,
Yeah.
the resume builder is totally free. We also give the ability to change color schemes on it because it can make more than one resume. Of course, we want you to leave one of those resumes in the profile, obviously, but they can also email and print it totally for free. So, outside of the background checks that Joe was just talking about, the whole experience for a candidate is free. So, it's optional to get a background check. They may already have a valid one, so they don't need it. That's okay, right? But everything else will be free. And it's important people understand that.
Yeah, you can actually upload all of your documents to the Caring Support profile as well. So if you already have your police check, you can upload it as a PDF. Your
Absolutely.
diplomas, your degrees, any of your certifications, you can upload them and like keep them all right there so that people can see, and you're not having to email a million files all over the place all the time. So it's really that one stop, this is me, this is what I can offer your company kind of feel. And that's got to make things feel so much better for people looking for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and to answer another question here as it relates to what are healthcare organizations looking for when it comes to the people, it really runs the gamut. There is no question that everybody's dying for nurses. No question. That's probably maybe the overall biggest one. But we certainly get like high demand for PSWs. We have clients who have managed to hire PSWs as fast as they ever have. Like CBI did it in the first 6 days. They did like 14 PSWs, and they don't normally get even half of that in 5 or 6 weeks. So these are the kinds of things that are transpiring. But no question, people are asking for nurses, PSWs, DSWs. We support all of that on our platform, way more. We're much more than just primary care. But, you know, we also get people that ask for occupational therapists and OTAs. It really runs the list because so many of these people are in high demand right now. And a lot of these are very good paying jobs. It's just with our platform, suddenly the candidate gets options. They have the ability to really say, okay, what do I really want? What do I need? It's no longer about the healthcare company. It's about the candidate. It always should have really been about the candidate. But now they have the opportunity through our platform to really showcase who they are. You know, when they spend that first 10, 15 minutes building a comprehensive profile, after that, everything is simple. It's one button apply, one button apply, one button apply. You're not uploading your resume every time. You're not doing any of that stuff. It's all facilitated for ease of use and for speed, right? Same thing for everybody else's experience, whether it's a school or a healthcare organization. Everything's designed to save time.
Which we all know that we need more of in the day. Like, yeah. 24 hours never feels like it's quite enough.
No, definitely not. And if I can add to that, you know, we have roundtables, we have discussions with our healthcare organizations daily. You know, myself, we sit on round tables. I talk to them individually. We do surveys with them. We really want to understand what their thoughts are, not just about how they're using the platform, but how's the interaction with the caregivers, you know, on the platform. You know, what is that experience like, and you know that, and you know, from a healthcare organization, I really want to just push this out there is that they are stressed. They are overworked too as well, and they are understanding that they have to take a different look at how they're doing their hiring. And, you know, it's overwhelming for them that, you know, they're trying to line people up, and there's so many opportunities out there that they know that the candidates know about. But the one thing is that, you know, if I could fix anything for a healthcare employer, is the ghosting, not showing up for that interview. You know what I mean? Or not emailing them or calling them and saying and giving them an hour or that you know you won't be there for that interview, right? Because it really does, they're focused, and they need to be focused on finding the amazing talent that they need to run their business, because our loved ones need them, right? Like, we need these loved ones. Like, there's a stat, and this is scary, you guys. You know, right now we hit, you know, we're about 750,000 people at the age of 85. You've probably heard me say this before, but I'm going to continue saying it. By 2026, there's expected to be 1 million at the age of 85. And by 2051, 2.7 million people at the 85. Who are they? Well, I'm probably one of them, right? So I need this, you know, to have really good healthcare out there. The structure needs to be right. The bridging needs to come together. And we need to make sure that these healthcare organizations are able to supply the healthcare that is demanded right now. That's what we should all be worried about.
I completely agree. It's important that changes are made. I mean, we see it every day on the news. We see it with what we've been through in the last few years, and I think it's very important that we are doing what we're doing, and that we are bringing this community together. Because at the end of the day, that's what we all are. We're just this community trying to have a good life and good life together. So,
love it.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, do we have any other questions or anything else that we've missed? I don't see anything.
No.
All right. Well, it's been really nice talking with you guys today. And we're really happy that everybody that was able to join us was able to be here today and to record this episode of the A Cup of Joe with Joe series for our podcast. Especially because it's National Coffee Day. So it was really nice to actually get to sit down and have coffee with you guys, because we don't work in an office building together. So this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
Yeah, this is how we do it. Hopefully someday we can do this in person, like have like a real like sit down, have coffee. And I think we'll maybe get Joe to make the coffee, because I think it sounds like he knows what he's doing.
You guys a coffee.
I think that sounds amazing. I'd love it. So we hope everybody has a great day. If you have any questions, you can let us know by putting them in the comments and we'll reach out to you. You can also send us a message. And if you feel like it, let us know what kind of coffee drinker you are. Maybe you have a favorite mug. We'd love to see it. Maybe give us some ideas for swag that we come up with in the future, because I think coffee is the way to go. Everybody loves coffee. And if they don't love coffee, well, it doesn't matter what's in the mug. We can't see it. Um, so have a great afternoon, everybody. Don't forget to take your coffee breaks. You deserve it. And yes, have a great day. So goodbye for now, everybody. It was great
Thanks,
to have
guys.
Bye,
everybody here.
everyone. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, guys.